Don't say that to your brother. He's trying his best.
Please, please come out. I told you one of our course content is that the Holy Ghost will bestow on us the spiritual gifts. We want to God to bestow on us spiritual gifts. Please come out.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Gideon.
Hello, good evening.
Good
How's
evening,
everybody doing?
Fine, sir.
Yeah. How is life generally?
You are pushing in, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah, please, who is speaking? I just saw iPhone. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm the one that always message you. This is Tosin additional.
Oh, okay. Listen, that would.
I'm fine, sir. I'm okay, sir.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Oh, thank God.
Yes, sir.
Doing good. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for coming to join us this afternoon.
It's a privilege, sir.
Over there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so for some of us who have not been to this program before, there's going to be a few things I'm going to emphasize. Have new information, something of such regarding what I posted, the materials I said we're going to be covering. I just tried to sat down today to put the PowerPoints together. So hopefully, include PowerPoint from the previous presentations that I made, but any information there. But hopefully, that's able to do the job that is meant to do today and kind of incite you guys to do something with the information that you will get in today. So I hope can you guys hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly, or do I need to increase my volume? Can you all hear me clearly? Hello?
Yes, I think we can hear you. You can go on.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, no problem.
We can hear you.
Okay. No problem. So, yeah, so if you are just joining here for the first time, I'm happy to introduce myself to you. My name is Gideon, and I will be talking a little bit about myself and about the mission, about why we got into this, and then several things that we've been doing in the past, and also continue doing that we targets are helping you to get to your destination. And I hope that this, if you have not been here for the first time, or if you are just starting a scholarship journey, this will be a very insightful discussion this afternoon and or this evening, and hopefully gets you started doing something. And if you're already doing something, hope it gets you more motivated. So you can see my screen, right? Can you all see my screen? I just want maybe one person to say, Amilola,
Yes,
do you see my?
yes, you can
Okay.
see us.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
We can see your
yes, you can see my screen. Some of us have seen this before, but if you have not seen it before, this is one of the apps that I developed. It's a web app that I developed that maps all the institutions in the US. So if I include these are all the institutions in the US, whether universities and colleges. If you go all the way down here to around Puerto Rico, you have a lot of them in Puerto Rico, San Juan. This is San Juan in Puerto Rico. Yes, we have a ton of institutions here. Where Puerto Rico is a territory of the US. So what I plan to do here, or what I did here, just to give you the needed information, an interface that you can open on your phone. I'll put it in the chat. You can open on your phone and just navigate to this. It shows you something like that. In fact, if you are doing it on your phone, this thing kind of blocks the entire phone. So what you can do, put this something here on the upper right hand corner. There's collapse and expand button, so that you can just click to collapse it, to expand it, to select, or to make any filter. And then you can select it to close it, and then you can explore whatever you need to explore. So what the app does is just to introduce you to, just to show you how to move you around the US based on whatever criteria you select here, showing you universities, colleges, and information like that, that you can already start making use of right away. So my wife thought we need something to really that can help everyone to see not only the data, the graphs that I show, but also something that they can use themselves and find useful or beneficial to them. So here you can select all, which means all the institutions, and I doubt if that's what you're going to be needing. You need only university. Okay, you need only universities. And then when you select university, one thing that also you can do is to say, okay, here I put a slider there. The slider shows you the admission rate. So if how many people, if 100 people go, submit the applications, how many of them get admitted into the program? So that's what that means. So we start from 0. All these increments here are just by 10. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 90%, 100%. So you can slide it up to like 70% here. What I'm saying is that I needed any information with universities that at least 70% of those who apply to the university get admitted. So that may probably be where you want to start from in your scholarship journey. So as you can see, you see 55 up north here, and here down south, Georgia and Florida, you see when I zoom it in, you see zoom it out, you see zoom it in or zoom it out, whatever. But anyway, you see that there are about 27 in the state of Georgia, and then there are more here as well. So, so what happens is this. Well, how can you use this information here? If, for instance, you're interested in the state of Florida, if you don't know where the state is, you can come here and just type FL, and it will bring the state of Florida to you. It will bring up the state of Florida, and it will only limit those searches to the information you selected here, or you've selected to Florida. So you see, so now you have how many institutions have fulfilled the criteria. First of them, University of West Florida. Here, you have a few of them here around Tallahassee. So you have Florida Agricultural FAMU, Agricultural Mechanical University, Florida State University, and also Kaiser University. I think it's a very big university, has multiple campuses everywhere in Florida. So that's one. And if, for instance, you are interested in my university here, is where I am currently, University of Florida, click, and then you see the admission rate here. See, it's just 30 something %. So, but they do admit students, so that doesn't mean that they don't. Rasmussen, is this Rasmussen? Rasmussen has null. There's no information about the admission rate. So let me limit it even more. Remove, ignore admission rate filter, and then now we have only 15 university meeting that criteria. So St. Leo, Everglades University, Ave Maria, and then what you can do here, when you click, you discover that okay, this one is 70-something%. That is good to know. And then what else can you do with this? So what else can you do around Miami area? This is for Florida, and this Miami area. In Miami Beach, you have Johnson and Wales and things like that. So you have other universities that okay. So you have universities like Nova Southern University, Southeastern University here, and then okay. So okay, so what you can do here, let me just quickly introduce this and then we'll start with our business for today. So we have Devry University that has even 95%. That is high. So if I need to know more about Devry, I have a link here. I made it such that I created a link here that you can click. When you click the link, it takes you straight to the university's website. Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to come back and go back to, okay, selecting what I was selecting before, and I'm interested in Florida only university, then I'm interested in Florida. And then I can just select Florida for me. And then I go to maybe Ave Maria. Ave Maria has 84%. And also Everglades has 75%. And these other one too, okay, Devry. So you can right click and just go to select a new link. When you open, it opens straight to the university. Okay, so you don't to the website of the university. So you don't have to keep searching, but everything to the website of the different. Let me try another university here. So let me try West Palm Beach University, 1995. So please can you all mute as soon as you come in? That will be easier to follow through. So you can see as soon as I opened that, then it took me straight to the website. So you don't need to be looking for Googling all the website in the US university. So I made sure that at least most of the websites, at least 95% of all the universities and that I mentioned that are here have all their websites. So you don't need to worry about Googling anymore. You only need to maybe check, filter, and see if any of the university meet your criteria. Then you can just go ahead and go to their website and start checking. So that's good. That's just something I want you guys to know, and hopefully. Okay. Now, why is it showing this side? Showing here. I need it to show here. So let me slideshow. I'm going to show here the window. Showing. Okay, yeah. Now I have. So, good day, everyone, or good evening to you guys. Do you have any question? So what I showed you earlier regarding the app that I showed you. If you have any question, I just posted it on the chat. I think somebody also said, please, I really need a way I can get a recording of this meeting because my network is down here. Okay, yeah. Are you back online? Okay, maybe when we finish, hopefully I should be able to make the recordings, and then that would take me some days. I mean a few, because now I'm very busy this weekend. I will not be able to do that do the videos and put it on the what's it called, on YouTube. Yeah. So we are starting in earnest. So let me close this. So if you have any question, just stop me in the middle, and I will be glad to answer your questions. And if you can't hear me in the process, just let me know too, so that I can maybe raise my voice, or if there's anything I can do to my sound system to bring out my voice. So I titled this presentation today, Strategies to Strengthen Your Scholarship Prospect, Managing Your Digital Footprints, and more. So these are strategies that helps you, that helps you in your help you in your scholarship prospect. And the best thing you can do for today, I'm just focusing on how you can manage the digital footprint, HND and the likes, and a lot of other information that I'm going to share with you. So, and these are the keywords: online presence, social media, scholarships, HND, and these are the keywords. So I'll just jump right in. About us, my wife and I founded a group about how many years ago? Almost 10 years ago, but we were never really active in the group until just a few years back. And then until some few years back now. And a lot of people ask, okay, so what we do, we've been advising students, providing needed help or needed assistance, needed mentorship in terms of scholarship application. And we've had a few successes. Hopefully, I have one right now that is coming, hopefully in this month or in September to Florida. If everything pans out, then it will be here for to start his master's degree, fully funded master's degree. Fully funded master's degree for the period of time he's going to be here. So I mean, for 2 years. So that's one of those one of the advantages there. I think my video is kind of not okay. Yeah, it's better. So a lot of people think I'm an agent. So sometimes they say, "Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that?" I can only help you to the extent to which I have the time to do it. But I'm willing to help you do anything, but not to help you apply or to help you do. No. I'm not an agent, and I will never even want you to go through an agent. If it is possible for you, good. But for you to learn a lot of things, you have to learn to do it yourself. So going through agent may not be the best. Besides spending a lot of money, you may not have the knowledge of how the process works. So when you get to the graduate school, you are just like everything is new to you. So and a lot of people do ask how we profit from it. We don't get anything in terms of money from it. The only thing we get from this kind of interaction is just the satisfaction that we know that we are providing you quality information, and the information is making some very beneficial contribution to your scholarship search, and sometimes even granting you the scholarship. So far, we've had successes with more than 10 people already since we started 3 years ago, free of charge, fully funded PhDs, and in fact, even in some cases, postdocs, based on information that we put out there. So another thing there is I use most of my weekends like this to provide lectures like this, review SOPs, and also to help whatever way to just to help you, guide you through your scholarship. So for folks who may want to know who I am, my name is Gideon, as I said, and I have a PhD 2019 from University of Florida. I currently work, and I have a master's degree. The PhD was also, was a scholarship, I have a master's degree in Belgium, from Belgium. It's also a PhD. I'm sorry, it was also a scholarship. And they also have a Bachelor of Technology from Federal University of Technology, Akure. And I do a lot of work with plants, with worms, bugs, and also I love data a lot. So that's what I do. So just to start with, this is some of the data that I scraped from the internet, and I created this amazing map for you guys. This is a map of United States of America showing the number of universities and colleges by states. Like the information that I showed to you and the app that I showed to you, this is the graphical representation here. You can see Florida has about 300, almost 400 different kind of institutions, including universities, some colleges, some other institutions. Texas has more than 400. California has, as you can see the map, the darker the color, the more the number. So the more the number here. So you see California has 600 or something universities and colleges, and also New York. New York has almost, more than 400. So this is just showing you, if a lot of people ask you why US, the question you should be asking them is why not US in the first place?
Okay,
Because
okay,
you have,
okay.
because what a US, you have a lot of opportunity. So please, anytime you come in, just mute yourself. Please just mute yourself so that we can both enjoy the discussion. So you have a lot of opportunity if you apply to US. Okay, you have a lot of opportunity. So I want you guys to ask questions along the line. If you need to ask questions, just open your listing and don't raise your hand. I may not see it. Okay, so just open your mic and ask the question, and then mute yourself back, please. So this is it. This is important to know. And another thing that I want to share is the fact that it's similar data, but this one is zeroing in on the admission rate. You see that California, the admission rate is around on the average for all the institutions, especially universities there. And not all universities, but universities that we have information data about is about 65 or 66%. In Florida, it's about 72. In Texas, it's 75. In New York is around 69. In places like Georgia, it's 70. In places like Mississippi and Missouri is 72. In Iowa, 72. In 78. In North Dakota, it's 85. In South Dakota, it's 80. And in Wyoming, is almost 100%, which means when you apply to that, because this is not, I'm not controlling for the number of universities in the state. So the number is just a raw number. In Wyoming, you have only one main university there. So, and it's heavily funded. As soon as you apply, you are likely going to get that. So you see that most of the states that don't have too many universities here, they have the highest admission rate here. You see that? So that is very important information for you to keep at the back of your mind. This is something that I did too. I wanted to show if there's any correlation between the number of students that they have or the population of students and admission rate. So I don't really see any huge difference. But this chart, I made all the charts myself. So so that they are original charts. These are not something I downloaded. I copied from somewhere. These are our original charts. So what I'm saying is that if you look at universities here, if you look at universities below this red line is 50% chance of you getting admitted if you apply. So if you look at anything on the right, you see universities like Harvard University, Columbia, Duke University, Cornell, all those Ivy League universities, they have very low admission rate here. So they have, these are the number of students that they have. Like Harvard has around 40-something thousand students. For here, University of Grand Canyon University has more than 145,000 students, and because it's like us, the programs are mainly online programs, so they have a lot of students attending those programs. So it's just for information. So you see that around here, You see, this orange line is the admission rate. You see, it keeps going up. And when you check the universities on that are under this, you see University of Alabama, Alabama State University, Cleveland State, Ohio, that is on Ohio, Iowa State University, Alabama A&M, and things like that. So those are some of the very high, some of the universities that have very high admission rate, which means when you apply to them, you are likely going to get it, regardless. If you meet all the criteria, not that maybe you just apply and get no. If you meet all the criteria, you are likely to get it. So, Caleb, are you going to be around for some time? Caleb. Caleb. Okay, can you all hear me, guys? Again, I just keep. I will keep.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you for that feedback. So, yeah, so let's continue. Importantly, too, you need to know that there are some universities that are called historically Black universities and colleges, and the red line here too means 50%. So anything above it, it means that they have more than 50% chance of getting admitted, and anything below it is less than that. In those universities, you can see University of Virgin Islands, West Virginia University, Virginia State University, Fix, and a lot of other, even Alabama A&M is also showing up here as well. So we have these universities which are predominantly Black, you see, they have very high admission rate. So what I'm showing you here is this. If you are planning to apply to any of these universities for information, send them email or so, you need to check out some of these universities. So that's why this app is, that's why this app is very. Please, can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourselves, please? Very important. And as soon as you come in, just mute yourself, please, so that we can all enjoy it. It is difficult for me to move back and forth between giving the lectures and trying to moderate the participants. So that's why I showed you this the other time. And if you zoom this all the way to 100, you see that, and I don't want all this, I want all the states. So you see, this is it. This is pretty much it. So, so that's what I was showing you, that you can go to, like Alabama is around here. You can go to, I think it's here. I think Alabama is here. Let's see, Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah. So here is Troy University here, Tuskegee, and then you have Troy University. It has multiple campuses. Georgia, okay, that's the state of Georgia there. So, you know, you have a lot of opportunities in the US here with that distance. So, so now let's go. So, a lot of things that also a lot of people don't know. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is the fact that you can do what we call, let me see, this is, am I recording? Yeah, I guess.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm recording. Yeah, I just want to be sure. So because I'm going to stop the recording.